Good morning, children. Today, in this video, we are going to study about Chapter 3, Clothes We Wear. Children, in that, we will study today about dyes and caring for clothes. The children, in the previous video, we have seen about patterns. Yes, and before that, we have seen about the fibers. So, the chapter 3, that is clothes we wear, it contains generally 4 parts. That is, first one is fiber, second one is the pattern, third one is the dyes, and fourth one is caring for clothes. So today in this video, we are going to study about dyes and caring for clothes. Yes, children. So children, if you will see the slide, then you will understand. Yes, if you are having your textbook, page number 27, please open it. Yes, so it will become very easy for you to understand. See children, dyes. What do you mean by dyes actually, children? Listen this conversation, then you will understand. William is very happy talking to the shopkeeper. He is now curious about the different color of clothes. So he asked a few more questions. As you know, we are seeing in the pattern. Yes, children, William, they went to the shop, and the shopkeeper, they showed him different patterns. Like right now, William is also very happy, and he is talking to the shopkeeper. When he was talking to the shopkeeper, he is now curious about the different color of clothes. So he want to know why the different clothes, how clothes are of different colors. So he asked a few more questions. What question he asked? Let's see. A piece of cotton cloth is usually white in color. Then how do we get different colored cotton clothes? Yes, this question comes in your mind also, children, that cotton is white. So, if we will see white color cotton clothes, no, we are not only wearing white color cotton clothes, we are wearing different color cotton clothes. So, one question comes in his mind that if the color of cotton is white, then how do we get different color cotton clothes? Yes, so see that the shopkeeper, what he gave the answer. Different types of fabrics are dipped in dyes to make them colorful. Yes, children, like how we are making patterns, block printings, like that. If we want to give color to the clothes, we are taking the fabrics and we are dipping it in the dyes. How are different color dyes made? So he is asking to the shopkeeper that how are different color dyes are made. So he said red, blue and yellow are the primary color. Yes, children. See children, these are the primary color. Yes, these are the primary color which we are using. What do you mean by primary color? In this color, if you mix another color, they can form a different color. But by using this color, you have to make different color. Okay, so red, blue and yellow, they are the primary color. So here the boy is asking, William is asking that how are different color dyes made. So he is giving the answer, shopkeeper is giving the answer. He is saying red, blue and yellow, they are the primary colors which used in dye. When these colors are mixed together, they form other color. See children, if we mix red plus yellow, it will form different color. When we mix red plus blue, it will form different color. Yeah, so like that they are making dyes. Okay children. Now children, if you will see children, there are two types of dye. Natural dye, and in the picture you can see, yes, they are, if you will see, they are artificial dyes. Yes children. So natural dye, what we can say, dyes are of different two types. We can say different types of dyes are there. First one is natural and the second one is synthetic. Now see children, if you will see this, see the shopkeeper is telling dyes are of two types, natural and synthetic. Now what do you mean by natural and what do you mean by synthetic dye? Yes. So he is saying, the shopkeeper is saying, explaining to William that synthetic dyes are made by mixing different chemicals. See children in this picture. Yes, they are making dye by mixing different color in the mixture. Okay, so this is called you can say synthetic dye. Okay, synthetic dyes are made by mixing different chemicals, not colors, chemicals. So they are mixing some chemicals in it, in the color, and then they are making some different dyes. Like that, if you will see here, children, he again asked that how are natural dyes made then. Okay, so see, if you can see this picture, then you will understand. Yes, these are the natural dyes, children. The things which we are getting from the nature, we are using it as it is, and we are making from that the natural dyes. Okay, children. So here also he asked, then how are natural dyes made? If synthetic dyes are made by mixing different chemicals, then how are natural dyes made? So see the answer which he got. Yes, onion, you can see in your book. Yes, you can see in your book page number 28. See, the shopkeeper is telling if you will take onion. So onion skin are used to make pinkish brown color. Yeah, from onion we are making pinkish brown color, children. Like that walnut, you can see walnut shell. If we are eating inside, what is there in that walnut? Okay, inside the walnut. So if you will see the walnut shells, we are throwing it, but people are making brown color from it, children. You know, beetroot we are using at home also. We are eating it as a salad. So beetroot are used to make purple color. Yeah, I remember one of my friend told me that I made from beetroot I made lipstick. Okay, so somewhere we are using it naturally. Okay, beetroots are also used to make purple color. Then pomegranate, you know that pomegranate is a very good fruit, we can say, which we are eating. So pomegranate skins are also used to make yellow color, children. See, not red color, yellow color. Yeah, so keep in mind all these things, that onion skins are used to make pinkish brown color. Walnut shells are used to make brown color. Beetroot are used to make purple color, and pomegranate skins are used to make yellow color. Yes, my dear children. So he is also asking this, and the natural dyes from plants are very easy to make. See, he is telling, the shopkeeper is telling, if you will see the natural dyes, they are very the plants are very easy to make. Yes, they are very easy to make. We can make it very easily. The roots of turmeric plants are used to make deep yellow color. If you know turmeric, yeah, every day we are eating that. It is also for medicinal use also we are using turmeric. Okay, so the roots, if you will see the roots of turmeric, children, the plants are used to make deep yellow color. Okay, so these all are the natural dyes which we are using. So here we know about the dyes. There are two types of dyes. What we studied, in that we studied there are two types of dyes, that are natural dyes and synthetic dyes. If we will talk about natural dyes, they are naturally made. Okay, for example, if you will see the onion, if you will see onion skin, they are used to make pinkish brown color. Like that, beetroot we are using it to make purple color. Yeah, so many turmeric root we are using to make yellow color. So they are natural dyes. Whereas if you will see the synthetic dyes, they are made by mixing different chemicals. Okay, children, they are used by mixing different chemicals. So these are the dyes. Now let's see about the caring for clothes. See, children, the clothes which we wear, that is also very important. If we are throwing our clothes anywhere, we are not keeping it properly, or we are not protecting our clothes, we are not washing it properly, we can't wash every time. If we are not using any proper detergent. Okay, so all these things comes under caring for clothes. So let's see, if you are having your textbook, open page number 29. See, children, clean, neat and tidy clothes make us look smart. Dirty clothes make us look untidy. And can also cause skin disease. It is not about we are looking good or bad. It is about how we are getting affected. Yes, our skin getting, we can also get skin disease, children, if we are not wearing clean clothes. Therefore, we must always wear clean clothes, children. To keep our clothes clean, neat and tidy, we should take good care of them. Let us learn a few ways to take care of our clothes, children. See the first point, children. If you will see, always keep dirty clothes in a laundry bag. See, children, you know what do you mean by laundry bag? See, I will show you. This is the laundry bag. If you wear that shirt for so many days or 2-3 days, and if you think that it is now not in a good condition, it is dirty, so you have to put your shirt not anywhere. You have to keep it in the laundry, inside the laundry bag. Yes, children. Dirty clothes should be washed with detergent and water, children. You can't only wash it with water. Yes, see the detergent and water. When you are using this, your clothes become clean, okay, and it is also insect free, or you can say it will not cause any skin disease. Then, children, colored clothes should be soaked separately, as they may bleed and discolor other clothes. See, children, they may bleed means what? Sometimes you know colored clothes you wear and then you keep it for washing. So when your mother is washing that clothes, automatically the color started bleeding. Yes, and what happened? Your other clothes also become means we can't use it if that color mix with another cloth color. Yes, so that's why colored clothes should be soaked separately, as they bleed and discolor the other clothes also. Yes. Next point is, children, our clothes are made of two different types of fiber. Just now we studied, that is natural and artificial. It is better to wash them separately. If we know that this cloth is made used by natural colors, so you have to wash that clothes separately and artificial clothes separately. Okay, silk and woolen clothes are very delicate, children. See, if you will see the picture, then you will understand, children. Yes, see the picture, see the woolen clothes. They are very delicate, children. Yes, they are very delicate. And if you will see, children, silk and woolen clothes are very delicate, so only cold water and mild soap or detergent should be used. Okay, if you will see this woolen clothes, this is the silk clothes. Yeah, they are very expensive also, children. You know this also. So if silk and woolen clothes are very delicate, you know, so only cold water and mild soap or detergent should be used while hand washing silk and woolen clothes. These clothes can even be dry cleaned. So if you want your woolen clothes and silk clothes, it should be kept properly. So what you can do, you can do it dry cleaned also. Okay, children. Now cotton clothes are sturdy, children. If you will see, children, cotton clothes, so they may be washed in a slightly stronger soap solution or detergent. Okay, so they are sturdy, so you have to wash it slightly stronger soap you need here. But for woolen clothes, you want mild soap. Okay, is it clear to you? But for cotton clothes, you need slightly stronger soap solution or detergent, we can say. Colored clothes must be dried in an airy place. See, children, if you are wearing colored clothes, dry that clothes in a airy place. Okay, it should be but not under direct sunlight. If direct sunlight is there, what will happen? As they may fade, see, the color will change. Yeah, if my dress is of sari is of pink color, okay, but if I will put that clothes, I will dry that clothes direct in contact with sunlight, then it may fade also. It might fade also, children. Okay, fade means what? The color changes. Okay, and it look dull, children. So while clothes may be dried under direct sunlight, if you are keeping that clothes under direct sunlight, but white clothes are there, they may be dried under direct sunlight, children. Understood, children? So all these things you have to keep in your mind. If you can see the picture, yeah, woolen clothes, say silk clothes. Yes. Now children, very important thing, that is cotton and silk clothes should be ironed after drying. Okay, after drying, cotton and silk clothes, they should be ironed so they look tidy. Okay, if you are not ironing your cotton dress or silk clothes, they are not looking properly, they not look tidy. Okay children, silk and woolen clothes, they are worn occasionally. As you know that silk clothes we are not wearing every day, or woolen clothes we are not wearing, only in the winter season we are wearing. So on a particular season we are wearing. When not in use, such clothes we have to kept in dry place with a thin sheet of old cotton in the folds. Okay, you have to keep thin sheet of old cotton in the folds. You can keep old cottons in between. Okay, and the cotton sheet absorb moisture and help keep the clothes in good condition. Why we are keeping cotton, old cotton in the folds? Because they absorb all the moisture, and because we are not wearing every day, we are not taking it from the our cupboard. So if you are keeping it for 6-7 months, just keep the thin sheet of old cotton in the fold so that they absorb the moisture, and your clothes they will remain in good condition. Okay children, and the last point is children, silk and woolen clothes should be kept in airtight boxes or cupboard. Children, listen carefully children, your silk and woolen clothes, they are very delicate children, so you have to keep them in airtight boxes or cupboards. Okay, to keep them insect free. Otherwise they may get infected with the insect. So we must place naphthalene balls. See children, your mother is keeping naphthalene balls, if you can see in the picture, or dry neem also. See, I will show you naphthalene balls. See, your mother is keeping this in your cupboard, inside your clothes, or near that. Why? The reason is, or you can also see the neem leaves also. Yes, so why your mother is keeping this? Because to keep them insect free children. Okay children, so all these things you have to keep in your mind, how we can care our clothes. So today in this video we studied about the dyes, the two types of dyes, that is natural dyes and synthetic, or we can say artificial dyes, and how we can care our clothes. Hope you understood everything. Thank you for listening.